that when the like head honcho wraith is destroyed, all of its wraith spawn just sort of usually scatter off to their own devices. But they still remain like evil, like perversions of the original souls. So they just became full wraiths, basically.
No.
Lemniscate looks around the cave and actually very easily finds the skeletal remains of 4 children.
Mm.
I'm gonna pull out my digital camera and take a picture.
Let me
We
Snapchat
need
this.
evidence
Yeah.
markers. Little,
We have to put a crime scene tape.
yeah.
It's a drugs bust.
It's a drugs bust.
Is there anything here that would lead me to believe that there was a wraith here or something? Wraithy.
Besides the wraith.
Is the wraith lying there dead?
No, like, I mean, it disappeared, right? Like when it...
Yeah. It was obliterated.
Is there any physical evidence that we could bring back with us that would let people know that, like, this is what happened here?
Can we see how these children were killed? No.
You can do a heal check to see if you can figure that out.
I will do a heal check.
I will help you with an 8. I helped you with 8. Good job.
Fucking credit.
Nice.
I was gonna help you, but never mind.
28, you know, pretty good.
You know.
Pretty good.
Knocking it
That's
out.
alright. Let me just double check. Skip.
But
you feel like the bone structure of all these skeletons seems like kind of withered for children. Like something reduced their health while they were alive, and that might have been the thing they eventually succumbed to. Like the bone mass is not right.
Okay.
So we need to collect. I don't
we need
know,
to bring
it
him
seems-
back.
Yeah, it seems weird to take. I mean, maybe just the skulls. Just
I
to
say
know
we
that.
take maybe like one body, so that we have a little bit of every bone, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
think we should...
But wait, I'm sorry, Ashley, where were you going with this? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't even know where I was saying anymore.
Were you saying, like, basically so then they would know that we found 4 bodies,
Right,
and that'd be,
they-
like, the
I
quickest
mean-
way?
With them being the size of a child's head, you know,
True.
and like knowing that they're children, and knowing that like with them being this size, that they should have more bone mass to them, but they were killed by something.
I
I
think
don't-
we should just take all 4, or all 3.
4.
There's 4.
Take
Yeah,
all.
well, if we can carry him, I guess, yeah.
I
Yeah,
got a
we
horse! No, I don't. Never mind. Shit.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Got a paladin.
I
True
mean, they're
that.
kid
There's
bones, they're not
stuff.
that much.
No.
So,
got a
yeah,
bag
we
of
might as
holding.
well.
No. I can
okay.
carry like 70 more pounds of stuff.
Dude, well, 4 sets of skeletons of children weigh 70 pounds?
Don't believe so,
I
but
think so.
Yeah.
just saying.
No, I mean...
Could you just let me have this, okay?
trying to back you up.
She can carry all the bones, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm being silly. Look at it. Bones
Alright, so you guys gathered up the
Okay.
bones. Now
Yeah.
what you doing?
of fro children.
Yes.
Children.
So I'm going to leave the cave and kind of like look off toward the area where I had scene where the girl was looking toward where the lich was to see if I can see, or the wraith, I'm sorry.
The lich.
Lich wraith. To see if I still see anything.
You're looking toward where the ghost was looking?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So you're at where she's looking.
Oh, okay, so we're there. Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were in there or... Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So,
you like some Batman detective vision, and like you draw a line where her eyes were. And
I
like,
go
points
into
to where you're
detective
at.
mode, and like I used to where, I can cheat and see where the bodies of people are walking around, because it's so cheating. Like, I look through walls and crap. Okay, I think maybe we should detect evil, maybe? Just to see if there's any more evil about, maybe? Is that a bad idea?
Well, no, I think that's a good idea. I also think that if we do detect it, that I don't think we should fight any more race, that we should just get the hell out of Dodge and go.
We've got our proof that we need,
Yeah.
honestly.
And we'll say, yeah.
So
we'll
you
say the
guys
hell out.
remember that basically the beast is accused of killing 6 kids here.
We
You
have
found
4.
4 kid skeletons in a wraith cave.
So do you guys think we should find the other 2 sets of bones?
Yes. Let's go. We're running out of time.
Yeah, what time is it?
Let's see. I'd say it's midnight now.
After midnight.
Okay.
Well,
um,
are we gonna be like totally screwed if we don't get any sleep?
Not totally screwed, but marginally screwed.
It will have been the second night in a row for Arvalind and I to not have any sleep.
me too.
I thought. Oh yeah, you. I
No,
guess
she was
I
up
was
talking to the...
cold.
I think I was the only one who slept.
Rude.
And it was just a couple of hours too, so you're still
Yeah.
kind of
Groggy.
Fatigued.
Well, shit balls. Do y'all
let's-
think that we still need to keep hunting for skeletons, or I don't know. I'm
Well-
afraid.
Do we know where Elsa lived? Like, were we given a whereabouts of where she lives? Like, possibly.
Yeah, she lived back in the house where you guys like walked off into the quicksand.
Okay, but we didn't find anything in the house.
There's nothing like of that seemed like it was of any importance that you guys could find there.
Okay. Well, okay. So she said. Okay, the guy told us that the ghost stole their souls and roamed on the swamps. We haven't been in a swampy area, really. We've been on a hill in quicksand.
No, it was swampy here, wasn't it? Or
Was
kind
it?
of.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
I mean the
missed.
whole region is swampy,
Oh, okay. So, shit.
pretty much.
But I don't know. I guess it's kind of like, how do you say, like, whenever, like, it's evidence that nobody else observed except for us.
New evidence?
Well, I mean, like, there's nobody else to prove that what we saw is what we saw. But we did see Elsa,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and she was being controlled by that wraith.
we were.
We're sworn to talk under oath.
Sloan.
We're
Sloan.
officers. We're officers.
Yeah, I mean in the way when you present the evidence in court, like how well you roll your diplomacy check will aid in how believable you are at telling, how convincing you are.
Yeah. The word you were looking for is circumstantial, but
Circumcising evidence.
it doesn't necessarily apply here because we are officers of the court. So it's like if a police officer sees something happen, like sees someone commit a crime, that's enough evidence. They don't necessarily have to have like video evidence or something. That's a modern case.
It's like that's what they say, then that's how it is. So I don't know. I think this is enough to be able to at least get a little bit of sleep tonight and be able to tell them what we saw, everything in court tomorrow.
I say we try to like explore the rest of this area, and then if we don't find anything in particular, then we bolt back to the city.
Okay.
Okay, but I think we should, when we return back to the city, we should head back slightly in a different direction than where we came, so we kind of get a better scope of the area. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Should we? Question.
Go ahead.
Should we find an abandoned house and sleep here? Or should we like head back in the morning? That way we can kind of see things a little better. Or just go straight back and.
I would be okay with like sleeping for like no more than like 4 hours, something like that. Just getting a nap, you know, at least. And then it won't be daylight, but we can kind of head back a little, like head back, and I don't know, it doesn't really make a difference whether we explore now or explore later. It's not going to be light, because if we wake up, like let's say we wake up at dawn, which is like 6 a.m. or something like that, I would assume in this world it's like 6 a.m.
Yeah,
and like
sure.
That gives us 4 hours to get back to town, and we still need to talk with the people who live in Lepidstadt still, who lived here previously.
Right.
So we need to be in Lepidstadt with plenty of time to uncover additional evidence. So
maybe we should just go straight back now and sleep for a bit, and then wake up a little bit before the jigger to talk to them.
How many hours did it take us to get here again?
It took you 5 to get here by horse.
How much would it take us to get back on foot?
If you want to just walk normally, it'll take 7 hours.
Fuck.
If you want to hustle, it'll take 5 hours.
Let's leave now. Let's just leave now.
Let's leave.
When you hustle, you're, it's harder on you.
Yeah.
So it will do non-lethal damage basically every hour you go after the first hour.
Will we get that damage back for sleeping, and can we get that damage back if we sleep like a little bit?
You have to do a full 8 hours.
Full 8 hours. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go and stay up all night again.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have two healing potions. I think I have 2 cure light wounds if somebody wants one.
I've got 2 as well, and I'll go ahead and take one of mine. You can save yours. I'll take one, which is a D8 plus 2 or 1, right, Jay? Cure light wounds.
For a potion, or the spell?
For the potion, yeah.
Yeah,
Cure light wounds. Okay. Oh, hooray! I'm back to full. That worked out great.
Oh man.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, since all the horses are gone, I think we just need to go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, if you guys want to just book it all the way back non-stop with a hustle, doing that for 5 hours is going to result in everybody taking 15 points of non-lethal damage by the time you get back.
Ouch.
Can't hear you.
We're just gonna have to walk it, not hustle.
Yeah. I say we just
Yeah.
walk it, and first thing once we get back, we talk to those people.
All right. So you guys sashay back over to Lepidstadt and get in town about 7 o'clock.
Okay. Let's, yeah. So we know where they live in Lepidstadt?
Make a knowledge local check.
Okay.
Somebody.
I'll do it too.
Okay, sounds good.
Because my rolls are fucking great right now. I'm tired.
Tiger Lily knows that they live in a windmill kind of on the outskirts of town.
We head forth.
Alright, so you guys get over to the windmill that belongs to the 3 sisters that are the witnesses for the prosecution and the last known residents of Hergstog in the area.
Okay. I'm just gonna knock on their door.
You hear a shuffle as a kind of middle-aged, like warty-faced looking woman opens the door and kind of, barks at you. What the hell do you want? As people are wont to do at 7 a.m. in the morning.
I say, I say, I apologize for waking you at such a late hour. I said, we are public defenders, officers of the court, and we need to quickly interview you regarding the trial of the beast of Lepidstadt.
She says, we were told by the prosecutor that any questions will be asked in the courtroom, and she slams the door on you.
I'm gonna knock once again, and speak through the door.
Okay.
I say, whoa. I say,
I think that was a dog.
I say, all we seek is information about what you've seen and what you know, so that way we can make sure that your family and the people of your town see justice done, and that truth may prevail in this case. Can I do a diplomacy check?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do a diplomacy check.
Do it! Do it now!
Fucking crit this shit.
Do it!
I always
You
forget
got
what
it.
diplomacy is. Ugh.
Let me see. You're not convincing enough for them to want to come back and talk to you. There's no response from the windmill house.
Okay, I walk up to the door and I say, it's a matter of urgency. We think we know what may have happened to those poor children in your old home of Herdstog. And I'm going to diplomacy roll.
And I pipe up and I say, we think that the danger could still be around. So we need more information to know all of this more effectively.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Two women come to the door after Golarion kind of says her piece, and it's like it looks like the 2 other sisters. They're all about the same age, kind of all old crony. And these 2 look a little bit more compassionate and concerned. And one of them says, what is it you want to know?
Well, just what were you gonna say?
I was just, I don't know. On the night that the children died, what did you see? What did you hear?
They go and start talking and basically say, well, the children didn't all die in one night. They kind of died one by being taken by the beast. And then, then one day after they had all disappeared, the villagers actually found where the beast was living nearby. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. One day after all the deaths had happened, the beast was actually spotted walking into the village carrying the body of one of the dead children who was named Elsa. And everyone around swears they saw the beast laughing as it was carrying the child's just busted-ass body back into town. And at that point, the locals sort of lost it and did the angry mob thing and attacked the beast. But when they went after it, it fled and they weren't able to catch it as it escaped into the swamp. And one of them kind of has a more concerned look on her face. And she says, we're all sure, 100% sure that monster did this. But I know for a fact that one of the kids was killed in his bedroom, or in her bedroom, excuse me. A little girl named Karen. And it was 2 days after the beast was driven out of Herkstag. So, and she said, well, maybe he didn't kill that one.
Okay. Real quick, we got a donation from Anonymous. It says,
Oh.
You guys made my day while I'm recovering. Shout out to the Marines of 1st Battalion Bravo Company.
Oh, nice, man.
I don't know why, but I have a shit ton of service members and former service members that watch my stream. So thank you, whoever you were, Anonymous. Thank you for your donation. 101 goes out to you. For those of you who don't know, 101 is the salute here on twitch.tv/drumsetjunky because it kind of looks like a drum set. Couldn't think of anything else. So 101 goes out to whoever that was. Thank you so much. And whatever you're recovering from, thank you for your service. And special shout out goes to the 1st Battalion Bravo Company of the United States Marine Corps. Thank
you guys are
for
awesome.
tuning in. Yeah.
101.
101. All right. So I say, so you know within yourself that at least one of the children was not killed by this being because it was killed in her room, and there was no evidence of a large scuffle or anything like that. There was no maiming of the body.
She says she doesn't really know any details about the body. She didn't actually see it. She just heard the kid was killed, and out of respect, the locals didn't press the parents any further about the situation and about the condition of the child after it died.
Okay. I kind of lean over and mumble to the party. I said, we need to make sure that the barrister pushes hard on the parents to disclose fully the condition of the children, or all the parents, the condition of the children, when and if their bodies were found, and then we also need to show the barrister the remains that we've gathered.
Are we okay? We're still talking to the people too. Can I ask them a question real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say, have y'all ever had any supernatural problems of any kind that strange screeches in the night, possibly? Sounds like you almost can't explain. Like it sends a shiver up your spine.
We're ready to believe you.
I have a PhD in psychology and parapsychology.
In parapsychology and psychology.
Oh, sorry, I got it backwards. But anyways, that's my do I need a diplomacy?
You can try to sweeten the deal with a diplomacy, yeah. What do we got? She says, I mean, she's never seen any ghosts or anything like that at her time living in the village.
Never heard any weird sounds, though?
Well, I mean, you live in a swamp, you're going to hear weird sounds, but it's
Okay.
always some kind of loon or something in heat.
I ask, well, and I say, you said that you were 100% sure that this was the beast. That's a lofty number. What makes you say 100%?
She says, well, it was spotted around, and, you know, it's been terrorizing the countryside for years. And we haven't had any other strange events out there, like I just said.
Well,
And all these kids go missing, and then all of a sudden we find this beast is living less than a mile away.
Well, when you say terrorizing...
And he was seen bringing the body of one of the dead children, back while laughing.
How do you know he was laughing?
People that saw the beast said it was laughing.
Who were those people?
Like, the other sisters, like, I saw him for one, and a few other people did, but many of them have moved away.
You saw him laughing.
Yes.
So if he laughed again, you would be able to. I mean, you would be able to say that that same action.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm no laphologist.
I didn't. Does that exist?
Uh-huh.
Then I ask, when you say terrorizing the country, what do you mean by that? What have you heard in terms of, like, why would you say terrorizing the country?
She kind of looks at you funny. She's like, you must be new here. This creature's been maiming and killing people and livestock in this area for the better part of 2 or 3 decades.
I said, I am in fact new here.
Well,
so
that explains it.
So, well, that's
queen.
That's why I need this information, because
I kind of pop in and I say, has anyone actually seen, or have you personally seen this creature doing any of the things that it is accused of?
They say we saw it there, and we know what we saw, and that thing did it.
And
At least 5 of them.
I repeat my question to the group. I say, besides the creature bringing the body of the child into town, have any of you actually seen this creature commit any of these heinous acts? Yes or no?
They get like a real pissed off look at you, and one of them just says, I think our talk is done, and slams the door.
And I gonna put my mouth up against the door, and I say, please review tomorrow will be under oath and could be held in contempt of court if you speak nothing but the absolute truth. Remember this. Can I do an intimidate check?
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
Okay. You don't hear any response from inside the house or the windmill, but you feel like you got your point across.
Okay. I say we need to go talk to the beast real quick about what time is it?
This talk took about 30 minutes, so it's probably 7:30 now.
Okay. I say I think we need to go talk to the beast real quick about him coming into town. And then once we talk to him, then we can present all this to the barrister.
Alright. So you guys head back over to the dungeon under the courthouse to confer with your client.
I'm gonna ask I'm gonna go up to the beast, Collage, and I'm gonna say, Sir Collage of Lepidstadt, we're just back from the town of where the former residents of that town said that you brought in the body of a child into the town while laughing. Could you please explain what happened with that?
Maybe. Are you good on your paper, Rachel?
Yeah.
What? What'd I do wrong? What? I'm really sorry. I'm not used to using my microphone on this thing, and
I'm just giving you a
sorry.
hard time.
Yeah.
That's my
Maybe you should have pushed to talk like me.
Yeah, probably.
We were gonna set it up, and then we did. We just did a got the ears on, so we couldn't do headsets.
It's jerry-rigged. Sorry.
Ooh,
After you ask the beast that question, he sort of looks at you intently and asks, "What girl?"
Elsa.
Elsa, your buddy.
Like as soon as you say Elsa, he sort of like very somberly says Elsa, and then his like face sort of screws up like in this weird sort of demented like smile sneer because it's all sewn together funky and the musculature is not right, and it looks like a creepy smile, but it sounds like he's sobbing, and he can't cry, like he doesn't have tear production, but he's like making sobbing sounds, but he's got this big sort of like Joker toxin smile on his face.
That's a really unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
I tell Collage. I say I feel like you were deeply saddened by the death of Elsa, but I would ask that you try to control your emotions in the court, because although we have spent the time to get to know you, and the more we research this case, the more convinced I am that you are innocent. The other people who have not given you the chance of understanding won't understand that what you were doing is sobbing, because it looks like you were smiling. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He nods his head.
So I just ask that you control your emotions. Obviously, don't lie if you're asked any questions or anything like that, but just control your emotions and try not to sob. like that. Yeah, don't do that.
It's hideous.
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
If you feel like you're going to, just cover your face.
Yeah, you can cover your face and sob, but don't show any people your face.
He'll like nod solemnly at you guys.
I ask him, how did you find the body, Elsa's body?
He said that he found her body lifeless on the hill south of town, and was deeply saddened because she had befriended him, and so he felt like he wanted to do right by the villagers and by her parents by bringing the body back. So he scooped her body up and took it back into town, but when the villagers saw her and saw his crying, they flew into a rage and attacked him.
I kind of look at the party and ask, or look at them like, do you guys have any other questions? So I don't think I do.
No, I don't.
Okay, so she doesn't know how he doesn't know how she died, is what he said, basically. Sorry.
Well, he's goes on to say like he's certain that the children were killed by a ghost that was stealing their souls.
Okay, so he just repeats. Okay.
Yeah. Does he recognize the turquoise gem?
Oh yeah,
that
I pull out the necklace.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to recognize it.
Okay.
Doesn't have any value to him, at least.
Hey, what's up with the bear traps around the town? Do you have any clue about that? Was it for you?
He says yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you know if this area had a problem with bees?
he sort of looks quizzically and he's like, I have no idea.
Okay.
I say to the party, I think we should go to the barrister's office.
Yeah.
And explain all this evidence that we have found to the barrister.
Okay.
Or can we just wait for court?
No, the barrister is actually the one who we're only witnesses, so we have to present. We have to tell the barrister how he needs to best defend the client.
Okay.
That's our job. We're the fact finders. He's the actual defender of the client.
Get her done.
Get her dinner.
Okay.
All right, so you guys go up to talk to the barrister in his defense chambers. It is 8 a.m. now.
Okay. First off, we show him the bones we found, and the fact that we, note to him that they weren't they don't look like they were killed in a certain way, ripped apart or eaten
That
or whatever.
Humans can do, or humanoids can do.
Right. That.
And they're obviously children's bones because they're smaller.
Right, but something is wrong with their bone mass in general.
Which is terrible because I had to carry all of them.
So
Well, they were lighter than normal, so.
I know.
I explained to him about we fought a wraith. The wraith came out of a cavern. The bones were in the cavern. Bones looked decrepit, like the life had been sucked out of them. And that we believe, and it is our opinion, that the children were killed by the wraith, and the fact that one of the children was killed in his or her room. We think that also corroborates that opinion, and he needs to push strongly on the families, the witnesses, regarding the specific conditions in which the children were found, how they died, the bodies that were found, what they look like, all of those kinds of things need to be brought out. And then also, my personal recommendation is that he push hard on asking the witnesses if any of them actually have seen the beast do anything other than bring that body back to town.
Oh, and the first thing that we fought was the spirit of one of the girls that was killed, and it was being controlled. It was a, what was it? What kind of
wraith spawn?
Wraith spawn, and it looked like that girl, and it looked like it was her spirit. You could tell, and so that's why we think that it was the wraith that had killed them and was controlling the kids.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
And you're makes his notes and is that's a very good point.
Anything else, guys?
Oh, and when they said
B-Man
brought her back to the town, did you say that when he brought her back to the town that they thought he was laughing, but he was actually crying?
That's actually what I was about to say. Write that down on my brain.
It's like he, since his face is sewn together, he has kind of a permanent expression. Like he can't. It seems like he can't manipulate his face. Yeah. Because he's wearing someone else's face.
Yikes.
I mentioned to the barrister that I have recommended to the beast that he try to control his emotions, as since his sobbing is easily mistaken for a smirk or laughter, and so yeah, we've recommended that if he gets upset during the trial, to put his head in his hands and hide his face, if he needs to sob, because he was apparently very close to one of the children, specifically the child that he brought back to town. She had befriended him.
He nods and agrees with you.
And
he says if there's nothing else, we should go ahead and get ready for the trial.
I kind of take him to the side. And I say, Barrister, I hope, although we had a little bit of a thing with the bribery or whatever, which I think was more of a misunderstanding than anything, I hope you are beginning to see that I am an honorable man. I am a cleric of Gozray. And the more I research, the more fact-finding we do, the more convinced I am that this beast hasn't done it. I haven't made my final conclusion, but I'm beginning to think that this creature is in fact innocent. So I implore you to rise above any worries you may have, rise above the issues of confidence you might have, and step to the task, sir, as you potentially do have the truth on your side. It's not a losing fight. There is evidence out there.
I believe in you.
I also diddle his penis a little bit. Just kidding.
I'm making a little more nervous, I think.
He may like that. May help
might.
the stuttering problem.
I just feel him up just a little bit.
He's got all that emotion built up and stuff, and it's, building.
No.
Just let some of the emotion out.
Yeah, just let it release.
No, okay. He nods and he says, "I'm beginning to agree with you in that respect." And then he asked, "Who will be presenting the evidence today?"
Do you want me to do it again?
I think that it's up to you guys. I think a familiar face of Golarion would be fine. I don't know.
My diplomacy is a 6. That's what I have.
We're diddling the cameras on the stream.
Yeah, mine's like a 4.
I think that Golarion is I don't have a problem doing it, but I mean, maybe it would give me a chance to kind of come back from that little fumble I had with the shoulder. But it's up to you guys. I'm fine with Golarion doing it. I'm also fine doing it myself.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
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 Barrister goes off is like, that's real good. So who's actually gonna do it? Do it.
Stutter and Stanley.
I look at the Barrister. I say, "Who do you think should do it, Barrister?"
Yeah, pick one of us.
What is your opinion? You know the town better. Are they going to take Limniskit's fumble as detriment, or is him coming back from it going to be a possibility?
He says, "I think you made a pretty good case yesterday, and so you, Golarion, should take the stand again."
I agree.
Okay.
We'll buy him.
Well,
drop the knowledge.
It's done.
All right. So we'll go through and do this day of the trial, and I think we'll end at the conclusion of the trial.
Okay.
If that's all right with everybody.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Dun
Okay.
dun.
Dong dong. Previously on Law and Order Golarion.
So the day sort of begins pretty similarly to the way it did last time. The crowd is a lot bigger and a lot more lively than it was yesterday up in the peanut gallery where the commoners are. And they seem a lot more angry because the subject of the trial today is the deaths of these children. So they're jeering at you guys when you come in and jeering at the beast when he's brought in.
Aww.
So the Chief Justice asked the prosecutor to outline the details of the alleged events at Hergstog, which he does, and he calls his witnesses, the 3 sisters, and they kind of recount the tale of what happened, talking about how the children began disappearing one by one, until finally they saw the beast carrying one of the dead bodies, the most recent ones, back into town and laughing, and that's when they finally had enough and started to chase the creature. Unable to catch it, and escaped to the swamps. And they all set up bear traps, hoping to snare it when it inevitably came back. And then, due to sorrow of losing so many children, the village kind of dissipated, and everyone went their separate ways. The defense, Gustav goes up and he kind of grills the witnesses about the things you guys were talking about, particularly the one kid who had actually died supposedly 2 days after in her bedroom. And with a little bit of prodding, does get them to admit that that child probably wasn't killed by the beast because it was 2 days after the fact. There was no major damage to the house or anything like that. Afterwards, when he's done with his questioning, he calls Golarion to the stand to present the evidence for the party, or for the defense.
Alright, so I walk up there and I sit.
And
he says,
in wrestling, like wrestling, whenever someone enters, a theme song plays, and when she comes in, like it's right before she comes in, it goes drop the knowledge, and then she busts through the door. Okay, sorry.
That would be it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sit down.
okay. And he just says, please present your findings to the court.
Okay. Well, after court was recessed yesterday, we decided, after talking with the barrister, that we were going to go and look for evidence in Erzstag, and we left here on horses that we had each bought and paid for, and we got there around 8:15. On the outskirts of the area, we began to see that there were a lot of derelict buildings that had been abandoned for many months. There was lots of moss, and we came across what we thought was a scarecrow at first, but after further investigation, it turned out to be the body of a person who was scavenged either by animals or other beings. We're not sure, but it was definitely scavenged. It had a sack of coins, a silver pocket knife, and an opaque light blue gem. We have no knowledge of who this person is, but we did see their body lying there. We also don't know how they died. We just know that they had been left there to decay and rot and to be scavenged. On the way into that, I forgot to mention that we had also come across a few bear traps that one of our party members' horses was hit by. And we assumed that the bear traps were set out for the beast as protection for the town. We found nothing in the abandoned houses. There were multiple ones. There were a couple cornfields that we saw, and as soon as we were investigating one cornfield, we started to hear a childlike moaning. When we heard that, we decided to go see if we could find it. Maybe it was a child that we could help. Maybe it was the ghost of one that we could talk to find out about things, because in my previous past, there are ghosts out there that will help you if you talk to them, and they do exist. So we go see if we can talk to this ghost, or go and see what the source of this moaning is. We walk around a house, which we have later found out to be the house of one of the child victims, Elsa. And as soon as we pass that house, there is a quicksand that I myself fell through. The only way that I was able to get out was through the help of my two comrades. They pulled me out. But at the same time, we also had to battle a ghost, which I know to be as a wraith spawn. And wraith spawns are controlled by one singular wraith. The wraith attacks a being, and I don't know exactly how it happens, but that being then becomes the spawn of this wraith, and the wraith can control that wraith spawn. So we had to battle this wraith spawn. In the midst of doing this, we did find that the wraith spawn that we were battling was in fact the spirit of the child Elsa, who had died in that house, or near that house, or around that area, we think.
Go ahead and do a diplomacy check for that. I'll try to do them like as you say the points.
Okay, I'm really glad I made the macro.
Okay, go on.
Through battling this wraith spawn and after finally vanquishing the wraith spawn, we, one of my party members thinks that we can find the actual wraith that was in charge of controlling this wraith spawn by a hill that was in the southwest corner of the town. So we go to look for the wraith, and we come across the hill and we find another scarecrow that is on a scythe. It has a sheep jaw wired on, and there is a cut tree with roots and a dirt cave. We look in the cave, and inside the cave there is a wraith that it takes its bee form, or like as in buzzing honeybees. And it is not a nice thing. And we have to battle this one as well. So we attack this and we battle it, and it was very tiring. We lose another horse in the process, so at this point we don't have any more horses. We finally vanquished this wraith. But at the same time, once the wraith is vanquished, we hear 6 distinct ring of wraith voices that are scattered, all kind of do like a screeching sound. When that happens, that means that the wraith spawns that were controlled by the wraith are released of the control but are still out to do their own bidding. We also found inside the cave the remains of 4 children. We found just their bones, and we have brought them here so that you can view the condition of these bones. After that, we came back to town. It was a very tiring journey. I'm still very tired from it, but we decided we needed to talk to the 3 remaining Hertzstag people that live here in this town. And
go ahead and do another diplomacy check after that, after saying that.
Fucking shit. Okay. So we talked to the 3 sisters that live here. They told us that the children died one by one. They saw that the beast was carrying Elsa, and that the beast had, once it was seen to be attacked, had run away with Elsa, or not run away into the swamp, chased by the people, but was not to be seen afterwards. They also did inform us that there was a child named Kieran who was killed in her bedroom 2 days after the beast was chased out. We don't know the details of the body. We don't know how they were killed. We did find that there wasn't anybody who had seen the beast physically attacking any of these children, or physically attacking anything, to be honest. They had talked about how they had heard about it and how they think that's what happened, but there was no personal accounts of that happening. So after we had talked with these 3 villagers, we went to talk to the beast, and after talking to him, He said that he had found Elsa's body lifeless on a hill on the side of town. He wanted to do the right thing and bring the body back, and that's when all hell broke loose. We also found out that the bear traps that were set around the town were for collage.
Go ahead and do another diplomacy check.
Okay.
You got this! Even though you can't hear me.
Okay, go on.
But that's really all the information that I have at this point.
Okay. So the defense, thanks you for your testimony, and the prosecutor, whatever his name is, Otto Heger, gets up and first asks, wait, hold on. He asked you, so you said that this girl, Karen, died later and in her bedroom?
Yes.
And you inspected this bedroom?
We did not inspect the bedroom ourselves.
Yeah, so it's... Okay. And he sort of confers his notes a little bit. He says, well, Your Honor, they haven't really presented all that much evidence, so I rest my questioning for the day.
We have brought the bones.
See
Everyone's
Exhibit A.
Yeah, I had given her the bones previously.
You kind of hear this gasp, and they're like, the bones of children, coming from the, peanut gallery.
Yeah, suck it.
It is a very sad sight, yes. It pleases me to, it's not, I was just saying to Noah Bale, it's not a pleasing thing. It's not something that I would like to be presenting. However, they are here. And I'm also led to believe that, there are race out there that could still be doing this to your townspeople. And so if you guys are hell-bent on, charging the beast and thinking that all is over, I really don't want you guys to be taken by surprise by what we fought, because it was really difficult to fight.
As you say that and they're presenting the bones, the crowd becomes more and more unruly, and the what's his name, Chief Justice, has to slam the gavel and return order to the court. The prosecutor looks pretty flustered and reiterates that he's done with his questioning, and goes back to his little desk thing. But several people are having to be removed, kind of in the uproar about the children's bones. His guards are kind of pulling the rowdier people out. But other than that, after you guys conclude, the Chief Justice finally calls recess for the day at about 2 o'clock, and states the trial will resume tomorrow at 10 a.m. For the conclusion, evidence to be presented about the sanctuary fire, and final sentencing. Dum dum.
Dum dum.
So I think that's where we'll leave it off.
Okay.
Way to go, Emily.
I do want to add, applause.
That was real tired in that last part, so it wasn't as witty.
I didn't think that I didn't think of it. We should have looked at that room, but well.
One thing that I didn't think about either is because I had to go do something when you guys were talking about the condition of the bones. What was so important about that part?
The bones look like it looked like the children had the life sucked out of them before they died.
Damn it! Their bone mass is less,
okay.
And they were killed in a way that wasn't like a humanoid would be able to. Is what it seemed like.
Did the barristers mention that? Did he point that out?
We told him that.
See, and that's what I'm asking. I want to ask the barrister, like, will he have a chance to re-ask any questions to clarify, like you would in a real court case?
Not in this situation, no.
Shit.
Damn it. Okay.
Lemniscate has... Once I discover this, Lemniscate begins formulating a plan in his brain.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think we'll leave it at that.
I'm cool with that. Yep.
Okay. All right, guys.
Didn't somebody donate?
Oh yes, thank you so much. Boostin donated our ever so lovely Boostin Kumara. Thank you so much for the donation, sir. 101 goes out to Boostin. He donated during Lorian's presentation of her evidence. So I didn't want to interrupt her while she was in mid-thought. So thank you so much, Boostin. He said, 101 to the cast. Here, have some fairy dollars. So, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Lots of glitter.
Once again, if this is your first time watching this stream, thank you for tuning in. Dunces and Dragons is a weekly Pathfinder group. There are VODs from weeks 1 through 9 on YouTube right now. YouTube.com/drumsetjunky. Go check those out. Go subscribe to my YouTube so you can catch up on all the VODs and know what else is going on with the content that I produce. We are all in fairy costumes because of donations that we got last week in week 9. We got some donations, and the fans / the donors were screaming for us to all wear fairy costumes. Mostly, I think they just wanted me to look a fool. So I am wearing fairy wings and a tutu.
Yay!
So, thank you guys for the donations. I hope you had fun watching me and the rest of the cast in fairy costumes. Shoutouts. We'll start at top as usual. Jason, any shoutouts, good sir?
Just thanks everyone for watching, as usual. Entertaining our little silly game. Appreciate everyone coming out every week and giving us money. Sure.
Ashley, Arvelin, shoutouts.
Nah, I can't think of anything, honestly. Sorry. I'm like blank right now, sorry. Shout out to me for being cool.
Wow.
Kidding.
Wow.
I don't know.
Already gone to her head.
I like being on the spot.
We do this every week.
I know. And I don't know what to say every time.
Tiger Lily, shoutouts.
Okay, as always, I love being distracted by the chat. You guys are so great. All of you guys keep me so fucking distracted that I cannot focus on what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. So thanks again. Thanks for letting us do Fairy Night. Obviously, this is something that I love to do. So, hopefully we'll be doing more shit like this. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Wes. Maybe Viking Night. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Wes. Hells yeah, we get drunk and have a good time. But yeah, seriously, guys, thanks for being awesome. You know, thanks for talking about random shit in the chat, mentioning D&D, making it popular. You know, that's the way how you get shit like this out. You know, you do more crap. Yeah, you hear me? Hear me out? Anyway, so shout out, as always, as I always do, to chat. You guys are great. Love you.
Shout outs. Golarion, got another donation.
Woo!
Pause for the donation.
But, because we didn't dance.
Anonymous just donated saying, love the fairies. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much for the donation. It is very much appreciated. 101 goes out to whoever that was. I want to see chat light up right now with the 1, the letter O, number 1. Put it in chat. 101. goes out to whoever that was. Thank you for the donation. It's very much appreciated. For those of you who, again, there's a lot of new fresh faces. There's a lot of people who only watch my channel during this particular broadcast. For those of you who haven't heard me say this before, donations don't go into buying me Dr. Pepper or anything like that. The donations from last week basically paid for most of the costumes. Most, not all, as some of the cast members already had their costumes. But they also, it goes right back into the stream for giveaway games, to make the stream look better, and stuff like that. Subscriptions to Skype, so we can have Skype Premium. Subscriptions to Roll20, so we can get all the cool features from Roll20, which we're still trying to learn, but you know, we have it. So things like that, that's what donations go towards. They don't go to silly, frivolous things. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shout out, Golarion.
Well, again, I would like to shout out to the chat, as always. I would like to shout out to Kilroy, because Fairy Night, and, you know, and of course Boostin and all of you guys that donate. This is why that
Tyrope, you donated too. I remember that $1.28.
Yeah,
it's great.
This is why that happened. This is why the Fairy Night happens.
Great.
Just for the donors, basically.
And the 15 from, what was it? Illy, what was that guy's name?
Gino.
Gino. Sorry,
Gino.
Sorry, Golarion, continue.
So yeah.
But yeah, them as well. And I'd also like to shout out to all of you guys who really do just sit here and watch, because that's something cool too, because you're just, you know, hanging out, and that's a fun thing also. So I like hanging out. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
So yeah, real quick, are we good for next Tuesday? We good for next Tuesday?
I mean,
Tentatively?
Tentatively, yes. I haven't got my schedule yet.
Okay.
Yeah, tentatively, yes. But
okay,
I really have no idea.
Yeah, it's okay. Tentatively, we're going to be doing Dunces and Draggins on what's supposed to be our normal night, although it lately hasn't been. Just because we've had so many people moving and getting new jobs, and matter of fact, we're going to be moving here in the next couple of weeks. So, everything's kind of crazy and up in the air. So the best thing you can do if you want to make sure you're staying up to date on when things going to happen, you can go follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/drumsetjunky. You can also, if you don't have Twitter, I understand, you can also go like my Facebook page, as there is, I update my Facebook page just as much as my Twitter. So you can go check both of those out, and go follow those, go like those pages, and you can know exactly what's going on. And, of course, you can always check out drumsetjunky.com/D&D. As I always I try to update as soon as I know when we're actually going to be doing the next broadcast. I update that page with a countdown clock that will show you exactly when it's going to be happening. So go check out that website. And it also has got cool information there for the entire cast, like character sheets and music, where I get the music for the stream and stuff like that. So go check that out, go give that a perusal. And of course, if you want to know, if you want to have a nice little lovely pop-up, if you want a nice little pop-up from Steam when I go live or when an event starts, you can go join my Steam group, which is there in chat right now. So go check that out, and let's see who this donation was. Kilroy 512 said, "Put this towards Dr. Pepper." Thank you for the donation, Kilroy.
Yes, it's earmarked.
It's earmarked.
Sponsor.
Finally.
Oh man.
So thank you, Kilroy, for the donation. Appreciate it. Appreciate your sense of humor as well. 101 goes out to Kilroy. Very much appreciated.
Thank you, Kilroy.
Anything else, guys? Can't think of anything. Last words. Last chance to dance.
Show off that tutu one more time, Wes. Come on.
Oh,
come on. Come on. Woo woo.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, sexy lady.
He's wearing basketball shorts under it.
It's okay. Golarion, show off your hipster. Come on, show off your hipster self. Let's see it.
I can't do it with my headphones on.
Well, you're not going to get to do it ever again.
Good point. Okay.
Or will she?
I don't know. We'll see. Woo! Okay, come on, Ashley. Your turn. Your turn. Yeah. Woo! And Jason, do you still have your wings on, or did you take them off? Your
No, I took them off.
Okay. And here's me. Everybody saw me
There they
earlier.
are.
So. Woo! Yay!
Yay! Wings
Yay.
and fairiness. Cool.
Good times.
I can't think of anything else. Anything else, guys? It's so
Yeah.
awkward.
Drugs.
It's awkward to. What'd you say?
She took
Nothing.
her wig off.
I took my wig
off.
Oh yeah.
Hey, his hair.
Rachel.
Woo!
Oh yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching once again. Appreciate it. Take it easy. We'll see you on the flip side next week. More Dunces and Dragons. For those of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, I won't be streaming the rest of the week. Tier.
Unsubbed.
I won't be streaming the rest of the week as I have all kinds of house business and moving, and my wife's gonna be out of town, so I'll have the kids by myself for a lot of the portion of the time. So it's super busy as the Hollingsworth clan, meaning me and my wife and my family, are getting ready to move 2 hours across this great state of Texas to a new house. So
Moving is a bitch.
yep. So I should be back live if I can stream. If by chance I can stream, I will. Just make sure you're following me on Twitter or on Facebook so you can know when that happens. But otherwise, I will be seeing you guys first chance I get, or on Monday, which is a long time away. It makes me sad. So thanks again for watching the stream, and we'll see you guys next week for more Dunces and Dragons. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good
We
night.
all said bye, everybody.
Wait, you broke two.
Wait.